Conceived following the Second World War, the Air King was created to pay tribute to the bravery of pilots of the British Royal Air Force following the Battle of Britain. The Air King began with the reference 4925, and the name actually originates from, obviously, its pilot history, hence the name Air, and of course the name King referring to its 34mm size, which by standards in 1945 was considered oversized. Of course, the Battle of Britain was a very crucial one, lasting nearly 4 months, and the first of its kind where Allied and Axis powers actually fought entirely by air. And it was during this period that Winston Churchill also uttered his now famous words.
Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. All our hearts go out to the fighter pilots, whose brilliant actions we see with our own eyes day after day. But we must never forget.
The Air King was only one of a range of pilot watches released during the mid-1940s and early 1950s, which included the Air Lion, Air Tiger, and the Air Giant. Fittingly, the only one that survived in the range was the Air King. Although the model has undergone numerous changes and has multiple iterations, the reference 5500 from 1957 remained relatively unchanged for over 30 years. However, the more modern versions of the last 2 decades tend to feature distinctive 3, 6, and 9 applied numerals, and stay true to their history of being legible, time-only pilot-style watches. The Air King has also been featured on the wrists of numerous public figures and is probably most famously recognized on the wrist of Canadian actor Ryan Gosling. The modern iteration of the Air King, the reference 116900, is a true underrated gem, coming in at a universally well-wearing 40mm case with a 49mm lug-to-lug distance and a thickness of 13.2mm. The watch is 100 meters water resistant with a brushed 904L steel case and bracelet, making it a perfect daily driver. The polished and slow bezel makes for elegant style and allows the watch to slide under a dress cuff, meaning this watch is never out of place, even in more formal settings. The modern Air King is a perfect piece to commemorate the bravery of those who sacrificed everything to protect the freedoms we hold dear. It's a legible and versatile tool watch powered by the caliber 3131, which is cost certified, anti-magnetic, and shock resistant, making it incredibly robust overall, but slightly outdated when compared to Rolex's new 3200 family of calibers. It features the distinct Rolex green and gold brand colors on the dial, which are unique to this model. The dial takes heavy inspiration from the speedometer of the Bloodhound SSC, the car which was set to break land speed records by reaching a speed of 1,000 miles per hour. Unfortunately, it failed in its attempt to not only beat the 1,000 mile per hour mark, but was unable to break the land speed record of 763 miles per hour, traveling at a top speed of 628. Perhaps this is why the Rolex Air King had been disregarded by most collectors for many years. Along with the Bloodhound connection, the dial's funky colors and applied numerals make the Rolex Air King seem like a seamless blend of the Rolex Explorer and the Rolex Milliamps. It's the perfect storm of fun, quirky, unique, and totally underappreciated. With rumors of discontinuation, I feel the Rolex Air King is a true sleeping giant in the modern Rolex range, and a watch that a lot of people and a lot of collectors will be kicking themselves for passing on in the future.